So hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? This is Theo from Elite Firearms Academy. Uh, just wanted to share with you guys today. I just came back from picking up one of my tools. Show you the one. This right here. We're gonna drop that magazine, pop that, so we can clear this bad boy. You guys see there's nothing in the chamber. All right. This right here is my baby right here. All right. This is my baby right here. All metal frame, metal slide. It's got a hollow sun, green dot on it. And this is not what I wanted to show you. Set that to the side. My baby that I just picked up right here. Put that on there. Just came back on the California roster. She is so new that she in the plastic. Oh, smells good. Just picked her up not even an hour ago. It is the new Sauer P365 with the compensated slide, no compensated barrel. Just came back on the California roster list, and I got it in my hands right here. This is the new baby right here. All right. All right. Drop that magazine so you guys can see she's unloaded. Nothing in the chamber. All right. Clear magazine, no rounds yet. She don't even, no fingerprints on it. Mine's the first ones. Okay. My fingerprints, the first one. This, and she's got like a, I don't know what they call this, like a wide opening for your magazine well, so you're not searching around in the dark to figure out. You can also on the magazines, the magazine release over here, you can switch that over to the other side so it's ambidextrous. It has an ambidextrous safety. It has a safety here, and it also has a safety here. And then, but the only thing about it is the slide lock is not ambidextrous, and the takedown lever is not ambidextrous. Now it has a flat trigger, and it also comes optic ready. I have an optic that is on the way that it's going to be a red dot that I had for my CZ. I purchased a new optic. I purchased a green optic for my CZ, and I'm getting a red dot from Hollow Sun. It should be here in probably like the next 4 or 5 days. Now, what I do is, for a firearm instructor, I recommend that when you purchase a firearm, that you shouldn't go right away and buy an optic for it. Give yourself about 4, 5, 6 months to learn your iron sights, your front sight and your iron sights. And the reason that I say that is because that if you're in a real world situation where you have to protect yourself or defend your life, and that optic fail, you have to remember that every bullet that comes out of your gun or your firearm, you are responsible for. So if that optic fails and you off, and that bullet hits an innocent person, that's on you. So basically what you want to do is you want to be true to the fact when you are firing your firearm that you are good with your iron sights. Another thing is that this firearm is very easy to take down. It's easy to field strip. You just drop this down to the 6 o'clock and rack the slide back, hold the trigger, and then the slide will come right off. Man, this joker, and it's aluminum. So it's aluminum, metal frame, metal slide. Man, this gun feels good. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm going to be switching up. The thing is that I can say is that the handle on this seems a hell of a lot longer, has a little bit more length, and it feels better because I got big hands. So it feels good in my hands. It really, really feels good. It really feels good in my hands. I mean, this is to me, this is a freaking tactical. This is a tactical handgun. Okay. This thing feels good. I can't wait to get to the range to shoot it. I'm almost like I'm just so excited. I'm like, ah, but man, it feels good. I mean, it feels good. It feels balanced. It almost feels like you can keep both eyes open. And when I go to the range, I'm gonna try that. It almost feels like you keep both eyes open and get a good sight alignment. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Okay. But my right eye is my dominant eye. That's my strong eye. Now, what you get with this is you actually get 3 magazines. You get 3 magazines with this firearm. I usually carry, when I carry, I'm carrying 31. I'm 31. That's how I'm carrying. Anytime that, I'm out in the world, I'm rolling 31 rounds, because if I'm in a fight and, I just want to make sure I'm at, because this is how I train. I train with 3 magazines. I fight with 3 magazines. If I'm moving or I'm doing whatever, I want to make sure that I have the right amount of ammo. And the one thing that I do like is it does have. It's not the trigger well right here is it's not as big as my, because if I got on gloves, I'm good with this right here. See all the distance in between the front of this and this right here? There's not a whole lot of distance with that. So if you got gloves on and it's cold, then you might have a hard time getting your gloves in there. But it definitely, man, this is and it's striker fire, no hammer. I love this because I carry at the half cock position. That means that this is how I carry right here. So when I pull that trigger, it's less trigger pull. Okay. But you can't carry at the half cock. It does have a safety on it. I don't really use my safeties on my firearm. My finger, this right here, this is my safety. I'm not, like I said, I try to make sure that when, if this thing comes out of the holster, that my finger is always on the side of the slide before I go here, because if you go here, that's a problem. And you want to make sure that you identify your threat before, before you put your finger on that trigger. All right. Well, that's it. This is my new baby. You guys can check it out. Go on go on my website, go on my Facebook or my Instagram, and also you can check me out on my YouTube channel, which is IAin'tEverybody'sUncle.com. Go on there, check out some of the stuff that I put on there. You can check out my stuff that I put on my Facebook and my Instagram. Go check out my website. It's illegal or illegal. Why do I always say? I always say illegal. It's Elite Firearms Academy. I do have a CCW course coming up. I do need to check my calendar. I have a CCW course coming up on the 1st and the 2nd. And I need to see if I have any other CCW courses in August. Yes, I have. I have one on the I have one on the 20th and the 21st, and then I have another one, another CCW class on the 29th and the 30th. But what I think I am going to do is I think I'm going to remove, and I think I'm going to add a CCW course for the 10th and the 11th, and then I might add one for the 15th and the 16th of August. So if you're interested in doing a renewal or you're interested in doing your initial CCW course, hit me up. Go on my website. I'm the cheapest in Riverside. I'm not doing that because I want to undercut other instructors. What I'm doing that for is that, right now everything is expensive. Prices are high, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get that it's not always easy to come out of your pocket with, $200, $300, $400. I get that. So what I'm basically doing is I'm not trying to undercut anybody. I'm just trying to make uh, uh, being able to get your CCW affordable and reasonable for those people that just can't come out of their pocket with that, with $300-400. I get it. I want to make it reasonable for everybody, but like I said, if there's another instructor out there that you would prefer, hey, go to them. You know what I'm saying? If you got somebody that that you've been dealing with for 3 or 4 years, hey, do it. I would also tell you to go on and check out my reviews. Check out what people are saying about my courses. Check out what people are saying about my classes. Like I said, I try to make my classes reasonable, and I try to make them so they're so they're easy for somebody that's just getting their CCW. Easy to for them to understand. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of guys out here that are oh yeah, and I got a sticker too. My sticker, you got to check my sticker out. I just bought the sticker. It says, if I let you, what? No, it says, if I tell you, I have to kill you. But you get a lot of guys that are instructors that have military backgrounds, that have law enforcement backgrounds, and they just make it very hard for regular civilians to understand a lot of the jargon. So, and I'm not saying, for me, I tell people, hey, teach me like I'm a 4-year-old, because I I want to be able to understand the concepts of, especially the laws and the stuff that's going on in the world today. I got to get these my magazines out of my pocket. They're starting to jab me and get this holster off. And like I said, if there's somebody out there that you prefer, hey, continue with them. You know, go to the people that you're comfortable with. And I hope that I'm that person. And I hope that I'm that person for all of the people that have come through my course. I'm always going to be a student. So the thing is, for me, is I want to learn right along with you. I want to learn right beside you. I'm not, like I said, my experience, the things that I've had in my past or my present doesn't make me a better shooter, doesn't make me a better teacher. It doesn't, because we can all learn from each other. I just had a CCW course with a couple of guys that I learned a lot from. I mean, it just understanding what they do in their business and what they do in their everyday lives. It for me, I mean, I learned a lot, and I hope they come back when they do their renewals. I hope they come back when, I hope they bring their wives back when they want to do, uh, um, uh, basic firearm course. And you two guys know who I'm talking about. You better go check out my website. Y'all know who I'm talking about. If you seeing me on Facebook, you two know who I'm talking about. You two that sat in my class and didn't check out my website. Okay? All right. All right. You two know who I'm talking about. Go check out my website, man. It's free. I don't charge to go to the website. All right. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna kick these boots off. And well, first of all, I want to give thanks to my wife, because everything that she's going through and everything she's dealing with right now, she's allowing me to live out my dream. First, she allowed me to live out my first dream, was to own a property that I could take care of animals and stuff like that. That's one of my dreams that she helped me get. This is another dream of mine, is that I'm not, like I said, I didn't go to college. I'm not good with numbers. I'm not good, I mean, my, you know, I wasn't very good in school. I was okay. But she's allowing me to do something and to build on something that I'm good at. And talking is one of the things that I'm good at, because I do that a lot. But being able to stand in front of people and be able to share my story and be able to hear their stories, and then being empathetic and compassionate and sympathetic towards other people's plight, you also understand that your life is not always the worst thing in the world. Is that there are other people out there that are going through things, and sometimes there are other people out there that are going through things that are worse than what you've been through. And like I said, I want to thank her, especially for allowing me to um, uh, build this and bring it to you guys, um, allowing me to be able to go out and purchase stuff like this right here, because to be honest, this is not a cheap gun. I do have guns that are that were reasonable. This is not a reasonably priced gun. I wouldn't recommend to a new gun owner to go out and buy this gun, because it's expensive. Okay. Now, she was like, "Hey, if it helps you build your business, to do it." And because she could have simply said, we can't afford that, or that's not something that, we could afford right now. You know what, babe, I understand this. And I'm saying this to you. And I hope you look at uh, um, this video and understand how grateful I am that you are in my life, and how thankful I am that you are in my life. I want you to understand that. And everything that you're going through, you know what I'm saying? When they bury me, when I take my last breath will be you on my mind. That's it. All right. I'm gonna go. I want everybody to have a good day. Be safe out there. Shoot straight. Let's get everybody with their firearms so we can keep these wolves in the woods. Okay. All right. All right, everybody. This is Theo from Elite Firearms Academy, and I ain't everybody's uncle. I love you guys, and stay safe out there. Don't, like I said, just make sure you're being safe, okay? All right, peace. Y'all have a good one.